welcome back to my channel, which is really weird to say. It has taken me so very long to finally sit down and film this video. The last year of my life has been, I don't even know how to put it into words. Like, it's been a whirlwind of emotions and different things going on, and I have a lot to update you guys on. But first, I'm gonna answer some questions about Towson, college, and picking a major, really all the stuff you need to know going into your freshman year of college. So let's get started. So one of the most asked questions to me specifically is, how did I end up choosing Towson? And it's not that long of a story. I had 3 colleges that I was really focused on, that I knew really suited who I was as a person, and I felt like I would learn best there. And the top 3 colleges was Penn State, TOWSON University, and Delaware State. I was trying to go to a bigger school that was definitely known for sports, and had a journalism program that I could enter and move up in the ranks of just no longer being a writer and kind of going from writer to editor to the different steps of being a journalist. Honestly, when it came down to picking Towson, it was about the money. Truly, it was really about the money, because I felt like I was getting similar experiences from Penn State that I was getting at Towson, but for a fraction of the cost. Literally, Penn State was like $31K a year. I think that was even in-state. I could have been, I don't know, but that was, it was like about $31K a year, and they offered me $5,000 in financial aid, and I was like, I'm not attending that school. And in-state tuition for Towson, I think after everything, it added up to about $14,000 for me. But then after my, my Pell Grants and scholarships, it kind of, it came down significantly. So I was, definitely blessed with that. But truly, my decision was honestly based on a good journalism program, feeling like I could learn well there, and financially, it honestly just kind of all worked out for me. But I would say, when it comes to picking a college, you need to know what type of learner you are and where you're going to thrive and best. If you're going to thrive in a huge lecture hall with 100 people or so, then bigger schools will definitely be for you. But if you need a little bit more focus, more one-on-one time, smaller schools, smaller scale schools are simply better. Another question that I got, that I actually might be my favorite question of all the questions I got, was, what did I learn in my first year of college? And I think the biggest thing I can take away from it is, number one, networking is everything. I don't like when people say that to you. The people are gonna say that to you when you first enter college, and you're like, whatever. No, it's key. If you continue to network, make yourself known. Don't let people ignore you. If you send someone an email and you don't get a response in a couple of days, you're just following up. Because if you don't do that, you will get lost in the shuffle of the tens of thousands other people, other kids like you trying to succeed. But if you make yourself known, you network very well, there's no doubt in my mind that you'll succeed. Another thing that I learned is, it's okay to be alone. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to prioritize different things than your colleagues may. It's okay to skip on a party and decide to study, or decide to stay in and rest to get ready for your week. It's okay. Another thing you think, again, being a freshman, is walking on campus, everyone's looking at you, everyone's judging you. Nobody got no time to be looking at nobody else. I can promise you that. You don't be worried about, how other people perceive you, because if you will get stuck in that, and you're not going to have a good time in college at all. You can't underestimate yourself at all. You need to believe, I'm an extremely intelligent person. I am going to achieve high things, and there are going to be a few bumps in the road, but I know that I will achieve well. And that's you have to Keep that mindset. And it's all about you. You need to tailor your schedule, your classes, the people you hang around to what you want your goals to be. You have to be extremely goal oriented in college. Now, let's get to the real nitty gritty that y'all really want to talk about. Housing, meal plans, classes, specifically at Towson University. So when you go into Towson for the first time and you're a freshman, you don't pick your classes the first year. You kind of take a few tests, like you take a math placement test, and you kind of click classes. You tell them what you're interested in. You tell them what your major is, and they kind of build that first schedule for you. I kind of liked that because it took the pressure off of, I don't know what college classes to pick because I've never been in college before. So the fact that they give you that schedule right off the bat, I think it's a really good thing. And then your second semester, they kind of walk you through picking your own classes. And that's when you have to take control of your own academics. I'm going to be really honest. As much as your advisor will help you, you will be on your own. Because even if it's 7 a.m. and you're registered for classes and you're emailing, I can't get into this class, you're not getting a response. I can promise you that. You're not going to get a response as fast as you need it. It's really important to go through like the catalog of classes and like pick the classes that you know you need, not only to graduate, but for your major specifically, that you want to just get out of the way. Because some of the classes are gonna suck. Like you're not gonna be able to avoid sucky classes. Like I'm taking a 9:30 to 12 p.m. class, 12 noon class. I'm dreading it, but I needed to get it out of the way. And it's once a week. I'll survive. I won't enjoy it, but I'll survive. But I think the freshmen, they really help you so much. Especially if you're a first year college student and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, especially if you're also first generation, because no one around you knows what you're doing. And so they really, really help you out, not only with the freshman assistance program, but also the transfer assistance program. Couldn't avoid this. This was everyone's questions. What are the dorms like at Towson University? Okay, so I was placed because you don't choose your housing your first year. I don't think you choose your housing pretty much at all. Well, I'm not sure about that actually. I was placed in the Glen Towers. And the Glen Towers have been under renovation for a couple years. They've done tower by tower. It's 4 towers, all in like this area, and then there's a dining hall. There's a dining hall right here. There's a tower, and tower. So you're kind of you're literally in your own little city and world. I'm gonna be honest. It's not luxury living, y'all. It's not luxury living. I'm gonna be real with you. It's not luxury living. It's the stuff they give you. Towson also is super, compared to a lot of college, it's much better than other colleges. But it's a college dorm. You're not going to get an amazing situation. I was placed in Glen Tower D. I was on the 2nd floor, and I had a roommate. And my room was like long ways. You would walk in, and there was just one long room. And my roommate was on, the far side near the window, and I was by the door. I didn't want to be. I'd always prefer to be closer to the window, but she got there first, so I can't do anything about that. It was not bad at all. The appliances they give you are a huge plus, because I couldn't imagine buying a mini fridge for college. People that had to do that, big ups to you. Could never in my life imagine doing that. I spent enough money on the basic stuff. They give you a mini fridge and a microwave in kind of one. You can't separate it and move it. It's built in. And then they give you, the typical loft bed that you can, raise up. And then they give you a desk, like this little rocking chair, which I hate, because until you get used to it, every time you lean back, the chair will rock back and you'll feel like you're dying for a second, but then you'll be fine. Then in my room, I had a dresser. Then I kind of had this, I can't call it a walk-in closet, but it was just It was a hole in the wall and a bar. It was a hole in the wall, a bar, and a shelf above it. And that was it. And then I shared a bathroom with like suite mates. So the room was there, the bathroom was in the middle, and then there was another room. The roommate and suite mate experience was definitely something different. I lived with a little sister my whole life, and then I lived with my older sister. Then I lived with my niece and my mom. So I'm definitely used to living with other people, and I'm definitely used to sharing a room with someone else. I've shared spaces much smaller than my dorm room this year with my sister, but it's very different when it's a stranger, because you can pick a roommate any year, and you can get matched with them and stay with them. You can stay with your friend or whatever, but I didn't have anyone I wanted to stay with. She was a nice girl. She was, kind of stayed to herself. At first we were like kind of friends, we would talk, and then I just kind of separated from her because our goals were a little bit different. And that was very obvious, and that's gonna happen. You're going to run into people with different goals from you, and you might not want to be around them, and that's absolutely your choice. But I had a nightmare situation with my suite mate. It had to be one of the hardest things I've ever went to, because I was never used to being uncomfortable in my living space. They would lock us out of the bathroom for days. They would literally leave, like to go back home, and the door would be locked, and we'd have to call either maintenance or anyone at the reception desk to let us into our bathroom. And that was an experience that I did not love. Not because I couldn't share a bathroom, but because I was dealing with people who didn't have the same habits as I did. I will say that I am a messy person. I can live in mess. I can't live in dirt, so if you come in my room, there may be clothes everywhere from me getting dressed in the morning, but it's not really gonna be dirty. You understand what I'm saying? But these people were downright trifling. I think that maybe I was dramatic because I was not used to that situation, but then I look back and I'm like, like, what would implore you to behave like that? Like, y'all, there were used sanitary pads left on the floor. There's no respect. I just very quickly learned that it just wasn't a situation that I wanted to be in. I got super lucky this year, and I was able to get a single dorm because of a lot of different things I'm not gonna tell you, but that's not your business. But I was lucky enough to do that, so I'm praising God for that. The most important question was how do you make friends in college? And it's a lot of putting yourself out there, seeing someone that, like, literally, it's a lot of social media too. It's a lot of social media. It's like seeing people on like the TOWSON page, like, that will follow it, and you'll be like, hey, I know you, I saw you on campus, and I thought your outfit was cool, and I want to be friends with you, but I was too scared to say anything to you. So I'm going to friend you on Instagram, wait for you to friend me back, send you a DM, and be like, you're the most beautiful person I've ever seen. That's honestly how I made a lot of my friends. Honestly, a lot of my friends came to me because of my YouTube channel. People knew me already, which was kind of, I was walking out of my dorm once, and a girl stopped me. She's like, oh my God, I watched you on YouTube. That's how I picked TOWSON. I was like, me? Like, I checked when I saw that I had like 1,000 views on my video, I was like, people know me. Honestly, I got some feedback of how I look, and people were like, you're so intimidating because you accomplish so much, and you're not often smiling, and you look mean. And like, so I always want to be friends with you, but I was scared. And I was like, I was just chilling. I just had my headphones on. I was just vibing. But my advice would be, notice, open your eyes up, look up from your phone, sit in an open area and eat your food. And if you see someone cool, you say, hey, like your outfit, this and that. I don't do well with the social aspect of college. I will admit that. So I'm not the best person to listen to. I really stayed to myself my freshman year. I stayed in my dorm. If I wasn't in my dorm, I was in the library. I was studying, and a lot of things I did on my own, like moving around the city on my own. I would go to bookstores and find little things to entertain myself. All of your entertainment doesn't have to be through other people. You know, you can find a lot of joy in your solitude, and I think I'm a person that really found my joy in my solitude. I like to be alone. But really, if you want to make friends in college, put yourself out there. Make it known that you're a person that wants to be friends with people and wants to, you know, be known and be social. You have to put yourself out there because no one else is going to do it for you. So that's kind of just the basic, you know, questions that I got that I really wanted to answer for a lot of incoming freshmen to Towson and to other colleges. If you have any other questions or anything else you'd like to know, you can either DM me on my Instagram. You can send a comment down below. Whatever. I would love to talk to you guys a lot more and really interact with you guys. I think that'd be really cool. I'm wishing everyone the absolute best going into this school year. Prayers for everyone going to this school year. And you will be seeing a lot more of me on this YouTube channel because I've got a lot of fun things coming up. My sophomore year move-in vlog will be coming soon. I'm super excited about that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have a great year in college. I hope this helped, and if it didn't, don't tell me because I'll cry. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.